Hi, this is Link. I'm responding to luckylpf on the Atheism versus Christianity post that he left earlier. Um, anyway, I noticed you said some things about atheism versus Christianity, and I want to agree with you that we need to have an intelligent adult discussion. Actually, this is my first time posting on YouTube, probably, so if this post gets there first. So I thought I would just jump right into the discussion if you don't mind. Um, one thing you said was a weakness of Christianity is you said that God would have had to have created evil. And I want you to think about that for a minute. What is evil made out of? Is it made out of metal? Is it made out of jello? When God created evil, what did he make? If you believe, God would have had to have created evil. So, evil is not like a thing that's created. Evil is rebellion against God. Rebellion against God, what God has created in the Christian mindset. In the rebellion against the principles that God has laid down, the laws that God has given, the way God wants things to be done. God wants us to love our neighbor as ourselves. If you kill your neighbor, you're breaking that law to love your neighbor. So, where did evil come from? Well, God created intelligent beings, humans, and other intelligent beings in the universe that we know of as angels and possibly cherubim, seraphim, and all those sorts of things. God created those beings with the ability to make choices. And so if they choose to rebel against God, that is evil. It's not something that has to be created. God created man in his own image, and so man has certain abilities to make decisions. So I don't see that the idea of God having to create evil as some sort of argument against Christianity. I also wanted to point out a weakness of atheism. Atheism says there is no God. Well, in order for you to say that there is no God, you would have to know everything in the universe. You'd have to know everything outside of the universe, if that makes sense. You would have to know whether there's a God there or not. There have been plenty of intelligent men in history who believed that there was a God. Isaac Newton, Albert Einstein, these men were brilliant scientists who believed in God after looking at the universe and knowing about the laws of science and discovering laws of science. So it doesn't make sense for someone to say, I know that there is no God, unless you know everything. And if you know everything, that's claiming a rather godlike attribute. You claim to be omniscient. So, atheism isn't very rational. Christianity, on the other hand, is rational because Christians believe that we're Christians because God has revealed it to us, revealed that Christianity is true to us. Now, he does that through nature. He does that through many different ways, that he gives evidence to us that we're Christians. That he's real. Jesus said, "No man can come to me except the Father draw him." So there's a rational basis for becoming a Christian because the Lord has opened up our hearts to believe that He is and that Jesus Christ is the Son of God. So Christianity is a revealed religion, that there is a God who has revealed Himself to mankind and to individuals. On the other hand, atheism is basically based on nothing. It's based on saying that I know there is no God, even though I don't have any evidence to prove it. You state it as if it's an absolute stance. So those are the differences. That's one of the weaknesses of atheism. Anyway, thank you very much, and have a good night.